Do you ever think that, like, the fact you have manic tendencies is a benefit because you have a higher motor and you can obsess easier?
Yeah, definitely, bro.
Because, to be honest with you, so I have manic tendencies in my family.
Yeah.
And I've never had a breakdown. Pray to God I never do.
Yeah,
you know
you don't want that.
Well, I've been really conscious of it since I was young, that I have people in my family that are not totally always stable. And so I've noticed that I have tendencies, kind of like with everything I run, and I channel it through work.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Have you noticed the same stuff for yourself?
Yeah, I definitely think it gives me that drive, man. One of the things that definitely helped me out was definitely listening to music. And when Kanye dropped the project Yay, that shit really like helped me out because he talked about bipolar disorder, and that's what I was diagnosed with. I was diagnosed with bipolar disorder, and the shit that Kanye West talks about, you know, on Yikes, at the end of the song, he's like, they saying I'm off meds, on meds, they saying bipolar disorder. This ain't a disability. This is a superpower. I'm a superhero. Like that shit really like helped me the fuck out. I was like, yo, he's right. Being bipolar is a superpower, if you ask me. And so that's the way I looked at it. And I looked at all the people who are diagnosed with bipolar disorder. I can only name 2 right now, but Kanye West and Dwayne Johnson. Like those guys they're diagnosed with that too. I'm like, oh shit, and that definitely helped me out. But there was a bunch of other like successful people who also were diagnosed with it. And when I saw that, I was like, shoot, man, like I ain't alone on this. Like look at these successful people. They got it, and they look what they do. Like these are like some of the biggest names in their fields. So like that definitely like helped me out a lot. What's good, y'all? It's Amir Maxx, and that's all facts. And this is my Platinum Hour.
Oh God, what's going on? Where am I going? Dad?
Yes, my son. I am Deuce, the deer god.
I'm so confused. Who am I?
Derek. Your true name is Darkules.
Wait, what?
Yes. You are Darkules, the god of the forest. Season 5.
Hosted by your favorite podcast host, Big Bochi. You already know the deal, mother. What's up? Okay, before I introduce everybody in the room.
Hey,
Hold up. You're going to get a chance to talk. You better relax. Hey, this is Connor Hallway of the Golden Hours podcast, and listen, if you by chance get any sort of value from this episode, whether you laugh, you cry, you learn something, dude, just share it with a friend. And if you don't have a friend, you shouldn't be listening to podcasts. Who agrees? But don't talk. Nonetheless, we have a bunch of recent brand expansions that I feel not only obligated to talk about, but excited to talk about, because Big Fresh is back in the building, and Big Fresh coded up an Amazon skill for us. So you can go to your Amazon skill now, and you can say, Alexa, play GDP Minute, and our podcast will start.
It looks like your Amazon Echo Dot is not registered. For help, go to your Alexa app.
We're stuck in the simulation. you want to just rip the wire out of that? Because I feel like it's going to be feeding me the whole time. Thank you, bro. But Big Fresh, shouts to you for making it happen. I'm stoked. I got so many videos to show you. Also, we got new gear in.
What?
And fourth off, let's introduce everybody in the room. We have four very special guests in the room. But starting, we have young Sammy Spielberg, who cuts up a lot of the content that everyone sees. This is the kid editing on the late night, and he's a young hustler, and I'm pumped he's here. Introduce yourself, bro.
What's up? I'm Sam. I do a lot of editing for the podcast. That's about it.
Sam's football season just ended.
Oh, yeah.
Tragically.
Oh. Yeah, it was not a great end.
Yeah, tough look.
Yeah.
Then we have Kate, who's here for the first time testing out the podcast.
That's right. Hi, everybody.
Well, you want to tell them who you are, what you do?
I'm Kate. I'm new to podcast, excited to learn, and that's about it, I guess.
Kate goes to Northeastern. She's a young Rachel Maddow.
Sure. If I knew who that was.
Rachel Maddow's the CNN reporter who's always like the.
Okay.
She always like
I
has
can
like
get
the
behind
contentious interviews.
Sure.
And then Big Fresh is back in the building. Haven't seen Big Fresh in weeks.
Yo.
Let's go.
What's up, man?
And then our guest today is a close friend of mine who I met through the world of podcasting, which is cool.
That's right, man. Yeah.
Well, I think I actually met through Carl. I probably met through Carl.
I think I DM'd you on IG one day, man. I saw the movement, man. I was like, yo, this dude like does it serious. Like, got the.
It's actually crazy to think of like how many more shows I've seen pop up since like a year and a half ago. Have you noticed that?
Hell yeah, bro. Mad people trying to do podcasts now, man. Everybody think they got something to say, something important to say.
Well, is it
not saying that they don't, but like,
is it different at the PRX now? Are there like more shows than there were last year?
Yeah. Definitely. It's a lot harder to book at the PRX Podcast Garage, man. A lot more people popping up there. A lot of people that I know who are going there now. Not saying that I put them on, but, you know.
Yeah. Well, tell them to cut you that check.
Yeah. I got to let them know, like, yo, like, I'm promoting y'all, man. Like,
I feel you.
I'm getting y'all out there, man, you know.
Hey, well, one thing I really like about... Well, so, on my right, we have Amir Maxx. And it's all facts,
Yes,
a.k.a.
all
Young
facts.
Stephen A. Smith. And he just dropped a project, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You want to give a quick synopsis of who you are and what you do?
Yeah, man. It's Amir Maxx, and that's all facts, a.k.a. Mr. Versatile, a.k.a. Young Stephen A. I'm from Rosendale, Massachusetts, representing Beantown, man. And I just dropped my EP, my second EP this year, titled Committed. You know, it's just about trying to make money, you know, about love, heartbreak, depression, mental health. And bouncing back and feeling like the man once again. So it's a real deep project, man. Pour my heart out on that shit.
Well, so I think one thing that I really like what you do is you use your show as a marketing vessel for the music. Was that always the goal for you?
Yeah, man, that was always the plan. My plan was to always promote the music because, like, I see my numbers, and it's definitely very obvious that the people who are following me are there for my music more so than my podcast. And that's cool. Like, I'm cool, whatever. But it's definitely been a way to promote my music. And I like doing the podcast too in general. So, like, it's fun to be able to meet all the artists and anybody who's involved in music or doing podcasts and having them on the show and just being able to build relationships, man. Just try to get the word about what's going on in Mass. And, you know, definitely I want to interview people more so outside of Mass in the future. But for right now, I definitely want to keep it close to home.
I've learned about a bunch of, or at least like seen a bunch of artists that I'd never heard of in Boston because of your show.
Yeah, man.
How do you tap in with these people, bro?
Bro, some of them find me, and sometimes I find them. When I'm doing like shows.
I've been slinging so many people your way. Have anybody been saying that?
Yeah, man. I've had a ton of people be like, "Yo, man, Connor from GDP told me that you got."
A mad artist hit me up and be like, "Yo, bro, hit up with me and Max."
Yeah, nah, because that's that's more like a specialty of mine. Like, you definitely be having like just people who are like in the business field and stuff. You be having Mayor of Somerville and Cambridge on and stuff, man. Like, so I definitely know that like. That's your aspect. But yeah, I definitely try to focus on people who are most of musicians. Very rarely do I not have musicians on. People who are just like I had you on one time. I had my cousin on, who's a therapist.
You had that promoter on.
Yeah. I had Vacion on. Shout out to him, man. Yeah, I had him on. I was back like episode 23 or something like that. So.
Back in the day.
Yeah. Now I'm on about to do episode 50 this week, man.
Whoa.
Episode 50 is crazy, bro.
You can do anything special for 50?
Nah, man. Nah. I mean, I'll just be like, yo, shout out to people supporting. I think it's cool that I got to episode 50 and didn't stop. But I'm not sad. I'm never satisfied, man. That's the thing about me. Like, I'm always trying.
You have a motor for sure.
Yeah, bro. It's like, okay, we're at episode 50. It's half of 100. It sounds cool, but like, I'm still not where I want to be. Like if I was episode 50 and I was like on another level, then like okay, hell yeah. But like I'm not where I need to be. I really am never satisfied, bro. Like I got mad people who are like, yo man, committed to shit. I love the project, and I'm like, word. But it's like, nah, like I ain't there yet, bro. Like I've still got shit to get done.
How do you assess your progress though? Like, there was a point I think when I was at episode like 70 when I like looked back, because you know like the podcast is like a daily grind type thing. It's like you put in work on a daily basis.
Yeah.
But when you look back at accumulation of episodes, I mean it's validating for you, right? You're like, oh shit, like I'm actually like building something.
No, definitely, man. No, I definitely look back on what I'm doing and say like shit, like we're definitely getting something done. Like we're making something happen. I'm getting the word out there and people.
Tempah Zone.
Yeah, Tempah Zone, man. It's out there, and people know like that phrase. They know the movement, man. And I definitely don't take that for granted. I think it's really dope, and I know the musicians and the artists out here definitely appreciate what I'm trying to do, man. I as much as like I'm doing this to promote what I'm doing on the music side, like I'm giving a platform for the artists to speak their mind, man.
Well, I think it's just a way you can cut through though. Obviously, because it's like how many people want to be successful artists and also run a podcast, and like a podcast where they invite other artists to come up. Like,
yeah,
like a 101 in that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well,
have you guys ever heard of a structure like that? No, it's fire.
Nah, man, it's definitely. I think the reason why for that because a lot of artists don't want to talk to a lot of artists, man. Like they don't.
You noticed that? Yeah,
man. A lot of artists are afraid to work with like just random artists that they don't have like a long-term relationship with. Like I feel like for me, I'm definitely breaking that mold. And on top of that, a lot of artists feel if they're talking to other artists, it belittles what they do as a musician. I don't see it that way. It's just like, I'm a musician. I want to talk to other musicians about what they're doing as well. I don't care the fact that I make music too. So like, I think a lot of artists look at it that way. They're like, oh, like if I'm making music, it's just gonna be I gotta focus on me, and I can't be talking about no one else. So I that's the way I see it personally. So yeah, man.
So question: did you get a lineup for this episode, bro?
I got a lineup on I got a lineup on Thursday. Yeah.
Where'd you go?
I go to Decache in Rosendale. Shout out to my barber Joel. He hooks it up, man. I tip him well, man.
Shout out to Joel and all, but Big Fresh, I feel obligated to give Primos the plug at least once. Our barbershop brought me and Abu together, 1 and 2. You can go there for a crispy, and I'm talking about with tip, a tip they're satisfied with, $21. Anything you want, but I don't know about the beard. How much does the beard cost? Like $25 total?
No.
I don't. Me neither, man.
Yeah, beards usually a little extra.
It's a free Spanish lesson every time you go in.
Yeah,
because I learn a new Spanish word every time I go in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my barbershop I go to, they're all Dominicans, so they'll always be speaking Spanish. My Spanish is still not progressed. I'm still very like, I don't know what y'all saying.
So would you ever go back to another race of barber after Dominican?
Yeah, I go to a black barbershop, man.
I would not.
Nah, I would. I noticed like when I go to white barbershops, like they don't use the straight edge razors.
They don't, bro.
I'm like, what the fuck?
Unless you go to an old Italian dude, and they won't use shaving cream. They'll use soap for your edges. They'll use hot soap. Like a hot soap dispenser.
Yeah.
They'll edge you up like that.
Oh shit! Man, I didn't even know that.
And then they'll rub your back and make you feel good about yourself, bro.
They give you a massage.
Like, yeah, thank you. That's what I needed.
Yeah.
Have you ever gotten like a really chintzy haircut? Like something like chintzy's the wrong word.
I don't even know what chintzy means, bro.
Yeah, chintzy is actually the antonym of what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
Have you ever gotten like a really like exquisite haircut, like a $60, $70 haircut from somewhere?
Nah, I ain't
because you got a lot going on up top right now.
I ain't never got a haircut like that, man. I mean, I take care of this part myself, man. I just get.
What do you do? Do you do a curler?
Yeah, I do a curler. I'll use my hands, bro. Yeah, I curl all my hands, man.
You guys are lucky. A girl's haircut's $60. That's cheap.
Yeah,
that's easy.
Yeah, girls be paying mad money.
60 would be fat.
Yeah,
60 would be fat.
It's 60 bills, man. Yeah, that's a lot. Yeah, I mean, I pay 30, and I'm like, shit, that feels like a lot.
But I think especially as like as a dude, when your career grows, there's a level of confidence you get from getting a more expensive haircut. I think that's why a lot of my friends do it. Like, there's a place called Boston Barber's Den where it's like a $50 haircut every single time, but they pop out looking like
because they
feeling
probably
swag.
Yeah, they probably be using shit other barbershops don't use. Like they definitely have like that black shit they put off and they rip it off. You ever seen that?
Mask.
Yeah, that should be looking crazy, man. I'm like, they be going all out with it, and they got like the steamer and all that stuff.
And some of them will do like a massager on your back. You know, like the vibrating massage guns. Yeah.
Yeah, they get a massage. Damn. Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah, I mean, if you're getting a massage while you're getting your haircut, then yeah, pay $50, man.
So when you got the new piece, is that if I'm calling that right? Is that an effort to like a rebranding effort for the tape?
A little bit. Yeah. No, definitely. I mean, I definitely planned it out according to dropping the EP. I did want to dye my hair a while back.
I was gonna say you look like an artist today, man.
Well, that's what I'm trying to do, man. Like, I think people look at me and they're just like, oh, he's the podcaster guy, and I'm just like, but he also makes music. But I want people to know, like, yo, like, I love doing the podcast and all, but I'm a musician at first, man. I've been doing this shit since I was 15, man. It's been 8 years, bro. Like, I'm a rapper, I'm a singer, I'm a guitarist, I'm a producer. Like, I gotta let it be known, man, because I think people just think I'm a rapper, and like I got a lot to bring to the table, man. Like, I got a lot to bring to the table, and I think, you know, not to brag, but I just think I do a lot more than a lot of these other artists, man. A lot of these artists just rap. They can't make beats. They can't play instruments. I do that. And that doesn't mean that it makes me a better artist, but it definitely I have more to bring to the table, you know?
Have you had trouble separating the podcasting career and podcasting image and then also on a mindset tip saying, okay, I'm actually doing this to just build my music career? Has that been a struggle for you?
At first it was, but now I just think like they're just two things, you know what I mean? Like I have no I don't feel pressure to be like, oh snap, like I gotta turn off the rapper and be the podcaster, turn off the podcaster and be a rapper, you know? Like, it's just like I do both. But when I perform at shows, like I don't mention I do the podcast, you know what I mean? So like it really just all depends, man. But that's definitely like a good question, because like I definitely know a lot of people look at me and they're like, yo, so like, because a lot of artists look at me like, yo, it's like one or the other. Like, you gonna go all the way with this podcast, or you gonna go all the way with this music? I'm like, yo, I'm gonna go all the way with both. And like, whatever becomes more popular becomes more popular. Like,
so long term, like if you had to drop one, could you choose one?
Yeah, the podcast.
You would drop the podcast.
Yeah, I love doing the podcast. But
you're young Stephen A. How could you leave us, bro?
I know, right?
Is there a moving truck outside? Yeah. It might be one of the event people coming in.
Yeah, no, I heard that. Yeah. But yeah, man, like I love doing the podcast. It's just something I always wanted to do. I've been a big fan of podcasts for like 3-4 years now. So like I'm glad I'm doing it.
And bro, I'm telling you, when I had initially had you on my show, I was like, yo, damn, this dude's presence is fire. I was like, I'm not doing enough. Like, oh, cool, I'm getting cool people up here, but I'm not being energetic enough on camera. So thank you.
Nah, man, I appreciate it, bro. I definitely think it's very important to give that energy, man, because you don't know how someone.
You don't run out of energy.
Nah.
Or do you?
I mean, I'm running on 3 hours of sleep, man. So I say I bring energy when I need to, man. But I have my downtime.
Why were you up so late?
I was out with someone yesterday.
Oh, you and a shorty.
I was out with somebody, and my friends FaceTimed me like late last night, and I was trying to get off, but
so you were up to like?
I was up to like 4, man. I was up to like 4.
Bro, what's wrong with you?
Dude, I stay up late, man. I wake up early, bro. Yeah. I'll make sure to get my sleep though, man.
What do you normally do for sleep? How many hours?
8.
Bro, don't lie to me.
No, I'm serious, bro.
So this was just a freak.
No, today's a little different. No, because last year I was definitely on some like insomniac type shit, and that was not good for my mental health. Like, that shit fucked me up, like a dead ass. Like, get your sleep, ladies and gentlemen. Like, sleep deprivation is a real thing. Like, get your sleep, because that shit will really, like, it'll warp your shit. Like, you will literally, like, hallucinate and, like, think shit that's not going on. I'm dead ass, bro. Like,
no, yeah. one thing I've noticed about anyone who's ever had a breakdown, it's always been triggered by lack of sleep.
Yeah, bro. You need to get your
can
sleep
you?
out here, man.
I don't want to pin you either, but you talk about a lot in the tape. Are you comfortable talking about like how you kind of weren't sleeping for a while and you were up and out?
Yeah.
Okay, can you just like kind of elaborate on it?
Yeah, man. So like around like August like 2018, it was definitely like a manic episode. I was not getting a lot of sleep, and just on top of that, like, having that manic episode, and it led me to a point where I was just like wilding the fuck out. I was super confident, and I was definitely like, it looked cool on surface, but like on the like overall, like I was definitely like talking to my parents all crazy and just doing all just saying dumb shit to them, and like all that shit.
And you weren't really sleeping.
Nah, bro. Like I had went like 4 days without sleep one time, man.
That will fuck you up.
Yeah, I went with 4 days without sleep, and I met with this girl, and like I was like being really stupid like around her. Like just like
trying to impress her.
I was trying to impress her. Yeah, I was trying to impress her, and I was like just being way too cocky. I was like, "Yo, you're looking at the next big artist from Boston, baby. Like I'm telling you right now, you stay with me, I'll take you on the ride. Like, so you down for like dumb shit." Like,
what did she think? She was like, "This kid could be the chosen one."
Yeah, well, she was definitely fucking with it until I started crying to her, like, "Yo, I gotta take this shit seriously, man." Like I was out of my fucking mind, bro. So much so that like I after she left, I was just running around a parking lot like, "Yo, like somebody who's here, like somebody help me out." Like I was just yelling for shit.
So you're having a really real deal break.
I had a straight up like a wild manic episode, man.
Do you remember it?
Yeah, no, I remember that shit very vividly, man. The cops showed up, like 6 cops showed up. 6 fire trucks showed up, man. Ambulance showed up. They thought I was up to some like crazy shit. I was trying to break into a mall. They put me in handcuffs, bro.
And this was off the 4 days no sleep?
Yeah, this was when like I was just like, wilding.
Were you doing drugs?
I only was on weed. I had the dab pen. I was just smoking the dab pen. They had me in handcuffs, and I think they realized I was just out of my fucking mind. And so they took me out of the handcuffs. It was kind of funny because like the cop was like, "So you're a rapper, bro?" I was telling him I'm a rapper. I was like, "Yo, rap something for me." I rapped something for him. It was funny. The bars got me out of the cuffs. I spit some bars for him. He was like, like 2 minutes later, like, "Yo, get him out of the cuffs, man." Like, yeah, I'm dead serious. Yeah. I'm not playing with you.
Yeah, somebody needs to do a background check on that cop, bro.
I'm dead ass, bro.
It's like, rap for me and I'll let you go.
Yeah, basically that's what happened. I rapped for him. He was like, "Yo, I should fire. Let him go." But they didn't let me go necessarily. They actually put me on a stretcher, and then that's how I ended up in a psychiatric ward for like 10 days. Yeah. That shit was crazy, bro. There's some crazy motherfuckers there.
I know. I've been to one.
There's some crazy motherfuckers in there. It's very sad, bro, because there's people there who've been there for like years, people that are there for months. And it was definitely a very eye-opening thing. It definitely like humbled the shit out of me, and it definitely made me understand the importance of like mental health, taking care of yourself. So, yeah, man.
Well, question. So August 2018, you graduated school the same in spring of 2018?
I walked in May, and then I didn't finish classes until August.
Okay, yeah.
And I definitely had part to do.
But we're the same age, so like everyone was moving on with their life.
Yeah.
And so were you at a point where like you didn't have a job and you had no direction, and that's kind of what you think led up to it, or like does mental health run in your family?
A little bit. I think more so on my dad's side. Yeah, definitely.
Like you've had family members who've had breakdowns.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I think more so on my dad's side. But yeah, I forget what I was even gonna say. But yeah, man. I mean, it's definitely just very important to like take care of your mental health, man. I think one of the best things that really helped me out was seeing a therapist, man. Seeing a therapist was very helpful because there's just some shit out there you can't just talk to certain like friends about certain things. Like you gotta have an unbiased person who's there to talk to and like break it down for you.
I have a problem with therapy thinking of it sometimes just because you're cutting a check for someone though.
Yeah, I feel you.
How did you get over that barrier? Because you're like, oh shit, I'm paying this person $160 an hour to listen to me.
Yeah,
they'll say anything they want. I sometimes like they'll say anything that makes me feel good, so I come back for another episode. Do they actually care? Did you ever have an issue with that?
Nah, not really, man. I definitely feel like this helped though, because I was just able to.
You want the water?
Nah. Just okay. I'm just podcast belch. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm good though. I'm good.
Just showing the shorties the biceps. We know what's going on here.
Tight ass shirt.
You're looking beefy, bro.
Man, I don't even lift no more, man. I just straight cardio, bro. I just be running like crazy, man.
Has that helped you?
Yeah, man. Definitely getting the cardio in helps, like, just with my mental state, man. Definitely helps a lot, bro. I definitely suggest anybody out there. Like, I don't even work out like that much. It's just like 3 times a week, man. 30 minutes. Like, it's not like people think like you gotta like work out 6 times a week and have like be on keto diet and all this shit. Like, I don't do none of that. I eat how I want, but I just make sure to get my cardio in. I do it more so for the mental state. I don't like do it for my body. Like, I have a really fast metabolism. I don't get fat really, not yet, or not. Hopefully not ever. But you know what I'm trying to say.
Don't speak too soon, bro.
Yeah, I don't want to get fat, bro. Nah.
So. Real quick, back to therapy.
Yeah, no, definitely. Let's talk about that.
So when you go to talk therapy, are you ever thinking like, okay, this is this person's job is to make me feel good about myself. They don't actually care. How do you develop that relationship with a therapist?
You know what's funny? I never thought that when I went to see a therapist. Like, yo, this dude's like just trying to make me feel better. Because he was kind of critical on me. Like, he let me know, like, yo, man, like that's. Like, you on some bullshit with that. Like, let me tell you this. Like, he actually gave me good advice. And definitely one thing I made sure I did, man, I made sure to see a black therapist, bro.
I was going to say, how did you choose your therapist?
I told my psychiatrist, like, yo, give me a black therapist.
Wait, what's the difference between your psychiatrist and your therapist?
So a psychiatrist is basically just...
they prescribe.
They prescribe drugs. Yeah, so they prescribe drugs. The therapist is just, like, you're just there to talk to, like, about your shit. More so that's like at surface the main difference. So yeah, I don't see a therapist, and I haven't seen a therapist in like shit in a long time, man. Probably not since like March, because like I don't know, like I was like, I think once I started like being able to make more money and like I kind of just like got my bearings back, I was like, I'm kind of good on the therapist, but like if I need to go back and see a therapist, like I'll do it. But like at this point in time, I definitely don't need to do it. Like, I think I'm all good right now. And
so your psychiatrist said, hey, I think you'd be great with this therapist. And then how many sessions did it take where you actually started feeling comfortable with them to open up about what might have led you to having a breakdown?
I mean, I let it all be known that first session. Like, I was just like...
Were you crying in the first one?
Nah, I didn't cry. Nah, definitely not. I was able to just, tell it like it is, let them know like all the shit that was going on. Like just in terms of like, a lot of the shit that was really bugging me out at first was like, oh, like I live at home with my parents and I'm not making a lot of money off the music and my podcast isn't as popular as it was. And then like just more as time went on, I just started counting my blessings and I'm just like, man, like shit's actually not that bad, bro. Like shit could be a lot worse. And so I think I looked at it that way. And that's why I think I'm in such a like better state of mind now, man. Like I'm literally like the happiest I ever been, bro. Like no bull. Like, and I've never said that shit, like that sentence in my life, but like I'm dead ass like really on some other shit right now. Like I really feel good. I feel confident, man. I really feel like shit's working out for me, man. I think all that shit that happened last year and like all the shit that I went through, man, I really think that like it's just molding me to be stronger, tougher, and like really like take on shit better, man. Like look at shit for what it is, for real.
How did your family take it when they heard you had a breakdown initially?
They were fucking nervous, bro. My mom and dad were like, oh my God, like what the hell? Like how did this even happen? And for a while, like I let my parents know, like, yo, like do not tell the rest of the family about this. Like please don't, because I don't think they would like I know how like certain families, especially, at least I can speak for like black families, man, like I
was gonna say, I mean, I have a friend who's battled with some stuff too. He's my black friend.
Yeah.
It's it was much harder for him to discuss this with his parents as it would be if I was going through the same thing with my mom.
Yeah. Because they're just like, oh, you're sad, like, get over it. Oh, you're depressed, get over it. Oh, you're talking about being suicidal, get over it. It's like, nah, like, mental health is real, man. Like this shit's, like, serious, and you got to, like, take the right steps to take care of it. And, like, the therapy definitely helped. Working out definitely helped. You know, making sure I was making more money, like, being more financially
What was your
stable.
diet?
Not the greatest. Eating a lot of fast food and shit. Like, so I definitely think I don't know if that had anything to do with it though, to be honest with you.
You still eating the fast food or what?
Yeah, man, I had Dunkin' Donuts on the way here, bro.
That's fast casual.
Yeah, that's fast casual. Yeah, it's not like and I had the Popeyes chicken sandwich yesterday, so I ain't even
Everyone's freaking out about that. Have you guys tried it?
Bro, I was in line for that shit 30 minutes, bro, and like when
the line was that fat.
Yeah,
which Popeyes? The one right across from PRX?
I went to the one in Rosendale. Yeah, where, American Legion Highway.
Yeah, I know exactly where that is.
Yeah, they were saying.
Oh, that's like, Rosendale. I thought that was Mattapan.
American. No, it's Rosendale.
Is it?
I think so. It's like, I mean, it's like.
You're talking about, and there's like the cemetery right there on the other side.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
That one. Yeah. Yeah, dude. They were like saying there at the Popeyes, like, yo, we're about to run out of bread, so like we're about to be out of chicken sandwiches, and the dude in the back was just like, yo, just serve us the chicken patty then, yo. And the whole place started laughing. I remember I got my sandwich, and then one of the ladies was joking with me. She was like, how much you gonna sell a chicken sandwich for? I'm like, I ain't selling this for shit. I'm getting the fuck out of here.
Why
I don't want no smoke.
Why are people freaking out about the chicken sandwich so much?
It's pretty good, man. It's definitely better than Chick-fil-A.
But what's new about it? Is it just the first time they've offered it on the menu?
Yeah, this is the first time Popeyes ever had like a chicken sandwich before. It's good, but like it ain't worth stabbing somebody over. Yeah. It ain't that good. It ain't that good, man.
So I know people are really like flipping these chicken sandwiches, bro.
Yeah, bro, it's crazy, man. It's crazy all over a freaking chicken sandwich, bro. It's insane. And I'm not gonna lie,
was it
man.
Hitting though?
It was great. It tasted really good, but like I'm not gonna lie, I had to take like Tums after, bro. Like it shit made my stomach feel bad. So I'm not gonna get that again. Like I'm serious. Shit made me feel fucking terrible. I was like, I'm not.
It's fried chicken, bro. What do you expect?
Yeah, exactly. I know. But I mean, like Chick-fil-A ain't never made my stomach feel bad. So Chick-fil-A still is on top.
But if Popeyes is gonna cut that sponsored check for the podcast, you better watch that mouth, bro.
Oh yeah, yo, Popeyes, yo. I ain't trying to shit on y'all, man. If y'all trying to cut that check,
you got no beef.
Holla at your boy. I'll be rocking orange and all that shit. I already got the orange going on right now, so we're already starting that process, man.
I know you got that little Boch Bonnie on you, bro.
Yeah, so many people are like, yo, you look like Wiz Khalifa. Yo, you look like XXX Tentacion.
I was gonna say, didn't X do something similar?
So like X had it different, man. Like he had the whole left side like beach blonde, you know, and he had dreads. Like it's like he had a different look, and Wiz had the afro, and it was like beach blonde. So like my shit's a little different. Like this is my own shit. Like
that's the Amir Maxx, and it's all fat.
Yeah, man. Like this is a little different. I might even dye it red next time, man. Just to switch it up. Yeah.
What would that tape be called?
Huh?
What would that tape be called?
If I dyed it red?
Yeah.
Shit, bro. I don't know, man. I ain't even thinking. I ain't even thinking about my next tape, bro.
If it's committed, then it's determined.
Determined, yo. Oh, shit. Dedicated or something like that. Yeah. I'm not even thinking about my next tape, bro. Right now, like, I'm just going to be focused more on, like, singles and, like, trying to collab with more artists. Because I just feel like this project I dropped, I think I dropped a bomb on people with this one, man. I had people hit me up like, yo, this shit's beautiful, bro. Like, I ain't never had someone tell me my music is beautiful. I was like, damn, I did something, you know? Like, I almost cried when someone told me. I was like, damn, like the realness prevailed, like, because I kept it 100 on this project, man. I really did.
So, what do you do to prevent having more manic breakdowns now? Was it a one-time thing? Do your doctors warn you, like, you know, you might be susceptible to have another? I don't even mean to say it's going to happen. I'm just wondering.
No, that's definitely a good question, man. You know, it's funny. I thought about it, and I actually had another manic episode back my freshman year of college, and I think what like could definitely like spark it for me is when I'm starting something new. So like my freshman year of college, I had a group.
Yeah.
And I was started a label. I started KMG, Cavalry Music Group. That's not a thing no more. But I started that, and I was making T-shirts, and I was putting out music, and people were telling us the shit. So like when I had all that going, I think that had something to do with the manic episode, and definitely like what's it called? Like just like staying up late, not getting enough sleep. So I think when I start something new and like something like it's going well, I think that's when it happened. Because as soon as I said, "Though I'm gonna start a podcast," and all that shit came about, I think that's also when the manic episode started happening last year.
That's also a naturally anxious time, I think, for most kids after that summer of college, and then it's like, oh shit, my friend's gonna go work at Fidelity or KPMG.
Yeah,
and so I'm sure you had a lot going on.
Yeah, it was definitely that, man. You know, I definitely, and that had a lot to do with like, you know, like the depression that I had too. Like I saw like, oh man, my friend making $60K there, he making $70K there. Like, yo, he got a good job lined up.
Were you very broke when you had the breakdown?
Yeah. I was definitely like, I had a bunch of money saved up. I was doing like Uber. I still do Uber because like, I mean, I do Lyft now. Uber fucking be paying less. But anyway, so I had a lot of money saved up, so I wasn't really working. So like I was just like spending, not working. So.
Well, dude, yeah, I think my weakest, it's fucked up how it works, but like my weakest point was when I literally like checked my bank account and I had like $78 in it, and it was probably right around that same time.
Yeah,
and I had like nothing because because you need money to get shit started. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro. You want merch? You gotta spend $200 to get it going. Like
$200.
Yeah. Well, it depends on how you be getting your merch made, man. I haven't even made merch yet, but like.
It's not 200, bro.
Nah, not 200.
Yeah, brace yourself, all right?
Yeah, all right. People be trying to scam me out here, man. Shit, I gotta.
No, it's much more than 200.
It's more than 200? Oh, okay. The guy I was talking to,
exponentially like, more.
Damn.
What type of product are you getting, bro?
He was just like saying T-shirts with the Tempah Zone logo on it, like 24 for 200.
Oh, that's actually pretty decent.
Yeah, I thought that sounded pretty standard.
Screen print?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I gotta get on the merch, bro. I'm slacking on that because I got mad people like, yo, where the merch?
I know, and Jack made you a logo.
Yeah, I know. He made my logo, man. Shout out to Jack, man. That logo fire, bro. I'm happy with that logo.
That was dope.
Because like at first, like I had an idea and like he was like, oh, this is cool, but yo, let me do my thing on it. And he did his thing on it and it fucking came out great.
I know,
man.
it was first try, right?
I think it took two tries because the first one looked like the MGM shit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was like, yo, we got to freak that, and he definitely made it look a lot better, man. So like, yeah, shout out to Jack, man. He's a beast with the graphic designs, bro.
Do you ever think that like the fact you have manic tendencies is a benefit because you have a higher motor and you can obsess easier?
Yeah, definitely, bro.
Because to be honest with you, so I have manic tendencies in my family.
Yeah.
And I've never had a breakdown. Mm-hmm. Pray to God I never do.
Yeah,
you know
you don't want that.
Well, I've been really conscious of it since I was young, that I have people in my family that are not totally always stable. Mm-hmm. And so I've noticed that I have tendencies kind of like with everything I run, and I channel it through work.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Have you noticed the same stuff for yourself?
Yeah, I definitely think it gives me that drive, man. One of the things that definitely helped me out was definitely listening to music. And when Kanye dropped the project Yay, that shit really like helped me out because he talked about bipolar disorder, and that's what I was diagnosed with. I was diagnosed with bipolar disorder, and the shit that Kanye West talks about, you know, on Yikes, at the end of the song, he's like, they saying I'm off meds, on meds, they saying bipolar disorder, this ain't a disability, this is a superpower, I'm a superhero. Like that shit really like helped me the fuck out. I was like, yo, he's right. Being bipolar is a superpower, if you ask me. And so that's the way I looked at it. And I looked at all the people who are diagnosed with bipolar disorder. I can only name two right now, but Kanye West and Dwayne Johnson. Like those guys they're diagnosed with that too. I'm like, oh shit. And that definitely helped me out. But there was a bunch of other like successful people who also were diagnosed with it. And when I saw that, I was like, shoot, man, like I ain't alone on this. Like look at these successful people. They got it, and they look what they do. Like these are like some of the biggest names in their fields. So like that definitely like helped me out a lot.
Do you think that? I think giving a name to it sometimes can also belittle it. You'll feel belittled by saying, "No, yeah, I'm bipolar." Yeah. In your mind, are you ever like, you know what? I think a little bit differently than most people. Yeah, I'm a little nuts, but that's just me.
Yeah, that's the way I look at it, man.
I know I'm tapped. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know I think differently than most people.
I've told you before when you were on my podcast, I'm like, yo, Connor's a crazy dude, man.
Yes, sir.
I told you that before, man. we cleared that one out, man. But yeah, man, like I and the thing I want to make sure, like, I don't want people thinking like, yo, this dude's crazy, bro. Like, holy shit, like, this dude weird, like, cause some people be looking at it that way. Like, you tell them like, yo, like, yeah.
Well, there's a stigma with the word bipolar. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah. But for me, like, I never really looked like that, like, to hold me back. I really think what really messed me up was the sleep deprivation.
For sure.
That was more. That's the part that I think was more so like
the trigger for everybody.
Yeah, and then taking the meds. I was taking meds for like 7 months.
What they get you on Zoloft?
Nah, not Zoloft. I was taking lithium and I was taking risperidone. Yeah, I don't take that anymore.
Yeah, you said that in one of the songs on the tape.
Yeah, bipolar self, the mood swings, they get me. And lithium, no help. It's risperidone, it's heavy. Yeah, that's the realest shit I ever wrote, bro. That's a real ass bar. Like, when people hear that, like, hopefully I don't go over their heads. Like, I'm dead ass. Like, that line true as fuck, bro. Yeah.
What was the opening line?
To that verse?
No, it was I wrote it down. Shit.
To that song?
No, I think on paper it was like, what am I going to do without the money?
Oh, yeah. Don't know what to do without the money. Yeah. And I start the project off with that because, like, when, after I graduated college, that's what I was thinking. I was like, damn, I need to get my money up. And that's why, like, I started the podcast. And I was like, I know,
that shit was hilarious, though. You were, like, delusional about how fast you think it would grow.
I was wild when I first started. Dude, I literally hit up like 60 people that day, bro. Like, people I shouldn't have hit up. I was like, yeah, man, so like I'm starting a podcast. Like, you want to be on? I'm starting a podcast. I was calling mad people and all were like, yo, sure. Like literally like all those people I called, like only like 3 of them ended up being on the podcast. Because I was hitting up friends who don't make music. I was just like, oh, anybody can be on. Like,
well, you were pumped.
Yeah, I was just pumped as hell, man. And it's funny because I think, like, now that, like, I'm on episode 50, I dropped 2 projects this year, I'm doing mad shows, it kind of actually helped out because now people looking at me like, oh, they see now. And I think that made me learn to shut up and, like, let's talk more action. Like, I'm all about that. Like, I used to always talk on my IG and, like, say, like, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. And I always see mad rappers do that. I'm like, yo, shut up and do it, bro. Like, rappers always talking about, yo, watch me do this. Yo, next year my year. Yo, make it your year and don't tell me you're gonna make it your year. Just do it, bro. Because so many artists out here talk about what they about to do and they don't just do it. And I
Young Tony Robbins.
Yo, for real, bro. With the motivation on, I'm telling you, man, just do that shit. Like Shia LaBeouf says, man, like, just do it. Like, it's real, man.
Hey, any questions over here? Sammy Spielberg, you got anything?
I don't know. Back to like the bipolar. How has it like affected you? Has it affected you in a way you thought it would or wouldn't?
I don't think it really like.
You mean like right now?
No, not right now. I'm saying before, because you were diagnosed, right?
Yeah.
Before you were diagnosed, what did something in your mind change before, like after you were diagnosed versus when?
Did your mindset?
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say.
I understand what you're saying. Just to clarify, I think what he's asking.
Yeah, I definitely understand what you're trying to ask. I definitely what just being diagnosed with it definitely made me like take sleep seriously more, and it definitely made me go like, yo, like mental illness is real, like, because I didn't think that could ever happen to me. Like I remember when they told me, I was like, what? Like I'm bipolar. Like, what the fuck? Like I couldn't believe it, man. I was like, that's crazy. I was like, that's so weird. Like, I can't believe like I would end up in that situation. So it definitely like it was definitely like a humbling experience. You know what I'm saying? I definitely think I needed that to just like slow the brakes. You know what I'm saying? I definitely had too much dip on my chip, and I definitely needed somebody to be like, yo, like you need to slow down, buddy. So like I think that's all that it did for me. Like it like other than like because after like I came back from the psychiatric ward, I did have a depressed episode, because that's like what bipolar is. Like, you have a manic episode, then you have a depressed episode. So like once I got over the depression, I was good, bro. Like I shook that shit off, and I definitely felt a lot better.
It's pretty incredible how open you are about this. Like,
yeah, man, I gotta let the world know, bro.
That's what I was gonna ask. Was that like a big kind of thought process if you wanted to talk about this on the EP, or did it just feel natural right from the beginning?
You've always been kind of an open dude, right?
Yeah, well, it took a long time for me to like talk about this because this is all really stuff spanning from like August of 2018 to like January of 2019. You know what I'm saying? Like I kind of got over it like in March. Like March, I was definitely feeling a lot better, and I definitely got in a better mind state. So for me, like it's not really that hard to talk about it, and like the fact like it's November now and the project dropped, like I was definitely like I'm comfortable to talk about this stuff. Like I'm okay with like getting it out there. It definitely was hard because I definitely say some shit on the project, like the song Change, like Change and Glow. Those are two songs like you listen to that and you will have an understanding of like shit I've been through. So like for me, like, you know, it was hard to do it, but I was like, I gotta do it. And I think just being 100% yourself in your music definitely it just helps, man. The realness prevails. Like that's my saying. That's definitely something I live by. And you know, I'm not afraid to live my truth. Like it is what it is. You know. Did
people's reactions to it surprise you ever? Like I wonder, your friends maybe didn't know this about you, heard it on the EP, and then I don't know, how did that come back?
Were you also building on that? Were you initially nervous at all of how people were gonna react to you telling them like, hey man, I was just in the psych hospital?
My friends were very understanding, man. My friends were definitely very like, it's all good. Like, we got you. They were very understanding. A lot of people were very understanding, and it almost makes me feel like if this happened, like if I was the same age and all this stuff happened 10 years ago, I don't think it would have been this way. I think a lot of people see, you know, a lot of people talk about mental health nowadays. You see it all over the place. It's definitely a lot more. Like a lot of people just be hopping on that shit and saying like, yo, like I suffer from anxiety, I suffer from depression. Like you see a lot of people say that nowadays. So I definitely think in the times we're in, I think it definitely, people were, you know, my friends and family were definitely a lot more understanding. And the funny thing about this, a lot of my like, you know, I'm saying all this stuff on this episode, like, and that's funny. I haven't even told a lot of my family members a lot of this stuff, man. So like a lot of my family members, but don't know this, but like, it had to be time to tell him, man. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I don't want to be like an advocate for like, I mean, like I don't mind like having to be an advocate for like mental health and stuff, but like, you know, I'm just talking my truth, man. Talking about what I went through. So.
I also like that you're not sympathizing for yourself. Like,
nah, man.
You know how a lot of people talk about mental health and act like their life's like the hardest thing of all time.
Nah,
like,
bro.
Like,
it happened. It is what it is, and you just gotta keep it moving, bro. Like, yeah, like, you know, I went through that shit. It was a tough road, but like, you know, time will cure those wounds, and like that's definitely what happened, man. And like I said, like I'm feeling 100%, bro. I'm good to go, man. I'm back on my feet, you know, doing what I gotta do, man. So like for me, like I just gotta make it happen, bro. Can't no excuses, you know. Committed, bro. I'm committed to this shit, bro. I'm committed to the game, man.
You got one, Big Fresh?
Yeah, actually, so...
Haymaker coming.
Shit, I'm ready.
So, you know, with you kind of learning more about mental health and, like, how that affects you, how does that change how you deal with things like, you know, any kind of creative block? Because, like, you know, while being an artist is therapeutic in the sense that you're, like, expressing yourself, I think it also... takes a toll on like your self-esteem and like how you view yourself. So like how has that kind of changed for you over the years?
Yeah, man. You know, I definitely feel that I just feel like I just have a better understanding of who I am. I think it was just like a growing process for real. Like I definitely just it just helped me understand like, you know, what to do, how to move, and I just learned myself a lot more, man, for real. Like it definitely helped me a lot. I had to go through this. Like I had to make it happen. I ain't never really had no like struggle like that or had to deal with like serious like shit. So this was like, I think this is like the most serious, like that was the most serious shit I ever dealt with, and I definitely think that it just toughened me up a little bit, you know. So I you know, that's the way I see it. And in terms of the music, you know, I'm gonna make the music I want to make. But I definitely am leaning more to just keeping it like as real as possible. So, you know, a lot of that brag rap, I don't really like. I don't feel the need to do that like as much. Like because I see a lot of artists do that. I'm just like, man, you don't got nothing else to say. Like you got nothing else to say. And like for me, you know, I'm just like focused more on talking about like love and breakup, mental health. That's like those are like my main topics I'm trying to be on nowadays. You know what I'm saying? And just like like, you know, talking about bouncing back, like that type of stuff, motivational type shit. That's the kind of wave I'm gonna be on. And every now and then I'll drop the party songs. I got like 3 party songs that were in the process when I made this project, but I couldn't put it on there. I was like, I gotta leave that aside. So
I know just what you want.
good old Wave, man. Yeah, Wave.
I love that song.
Yeah, Wave's a great one, man. Thank you. It's funny when the first episode we did, I had showed you that after. I was like, yo, man.
No, you're like, yo, bro, it's that new shit I'm on, bro.
Yeah, I was like, yo, this is it. Like, this is the one right here. So I was definitely very confident and happy to show that one, man. Yeah, people love that track, bro.
I love that track.
Thank you, man.
Jack loves that track.
Yeah.
And Mikey Bonkers loves that track.
Hell yeah, bro. Shout out to him, man. Yeah, I was definitely scared to drop that song because it's just so R&B. You know what I mean? It's such a trap soul type of record. So for me, like, doing that, breaking out of that seal, like being like such a rapper for so long, like I was definitely nervous. So when the reception was like, yo, we fuck with this, I was like, oh, thank God. Word eye, people are with it. So
well, there's a lot of that on the tape.
Yeah, man, I definitely was doing, you know, I got like a rock song on this project. Like, Gone is a straight rock record, you know what I'm saying? So like, what's it called? Over is like a pop record. Like, there's really only like 3 rap songs on this record. But so it's a rap album on like all streaming platforms. But like, it's really a multi-genre album. But I still like to be labeled a rapper. I know some people might look at me as a singer. But if Post Malone and Roddy Ricch and St. John are considered rappers, then I'm a rapper too. Shit, because those guys be singing. Basically, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's weird, man. The lines have blurred so much with hip-hop nowadays. Like, what the hell is a rapper now, bro? How is Post Malone a rapper? Like, the way I see it, man, I'm cut from the cloth. You use melody, you're singing. I don't care how you're doing.
I don't know many artists who sing in Boston, though, really. Do you, Abu?
Do like the auto-tune rap?
You're one of few I know.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Thoughts kind of does it a little bit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's starting to become more of the mainstream.
Yeah.
So that's what happens with pop.
Definitely. Yeah, you're definitely starting to see a lot more artists.
And Boston will probably get on it like 3 years late, and then it will be like some sort of new genre.
Yeah, and then everybody's gonna be doing it, man. Nah, I really think what's gonna happen with music, man. I really think you gotta have 2 or more genres. I think that's just gonna be music in general, bro.
You have to be multifaceted.
Nah, yeah, seriously. Like, you better hip hop and R&B, like, that's like peanut butter and jelly. So like, that always works out. But some people might be hip hop and pop. Some people might be pop and rock and R&B. Like, you gotta have 2 genres. So you can't. Like, it's really, really difficult to just be like a straight up rapper. You know what I'm saying? To solely do like rap. Like, you better bring bars. You better be real with your stories. Like, I think that's very difficult to like pull off. But if you can do it, like, that's a great way to pop. You know.
All right, I got 2 more questions.
Okay.
You ready?
I'm ready, bro.
Who's ready? Who's pumped for these 2 questions? First question: how important now that you're aware of your disorder and that sometimes you think
ain't no disability, it's
exactly. What sort of disciplines have you instituted, and how important has discipline been to keeping a steady mood?
That's a good question, man.
Because there's a lot of studies coming out about mental health, one with exercise and diet.
Yeah.
And so have you noticed a change? What a pun.
Yeah,
change.
Yeah, change, man. I mean, I made that change in terms of like I said, like making sure I get my sleep, making sure I keep a workout regimen. That definitely helps me out a lot. Definitely keeps my shit together.
Having a job, has it helped you structure-wise?
Yeah, definitely. And just keeping myself occupied, man. Just always keeping the brain active. You know what's funny? Another thing that's really helped me out a lot, man, is like watching a movie every night, bro. I'm serious.
You watch a movie every night?
Every night, bro.
No way.
I watch a movie every night.
What'd you watch last night after the shorty date?
No, I didn't watch a movie last night. I was tired as fuck last night, bro.
What about Friday night?
I watched a documentary on like, so it's movies and documentaries, but I watched a documentary on Quincy Jones, bro. That was...
Is that the musician?
Yeah, bro. Quincy Jones, bro. Like, he has 2,900 songs, 300 albums. He's behind the most selling album ever, Thriller. the most high selling single ever, We Are the World. Like, Quincy Jones is that nigga, bro. Like, he is straight up a beast. Like, you can't like.
Was it on Netflix?
Yeah, it's on Netflix. It's called Quincy, and he worked with Frank Sinatra and Michael Jackson. Like, you don't have to mention nothing else about Quincy Jones, man. That is boss, bro.
Has he worked with Lil Tay?
Now you just gotta work with Lil Tay, and then it's just like, yo,
that is game over.
Or Playboy
bro.
Cardi, it's like, yo, internet will blow up. Playboy Cardi's next album produced by Quincy Jones. Internet will blow up.
Whoa!
And then that's the people you're gonna see, like, yo, Playboy Cardi putting on Quincy Jones. You know, people do that shit, man. Yeah.
So the internet works.
Yeah, like when Post Malone had that song with Ozzy Osbourne, people were like, yo, Post Malone putting on Ozzy Osbourne. That shit's funny, man.
I know. Yeah, they said there was like similar memes like that when Kanye did all the work with Paul McCartney.
Yeah, people were like, yo, Kanye
like,
putting on Paul McCartney. Yeah,
yo, Kanye really built this man up.
Yeah.
He was just like a normal piano player before this.
Mm-hmm. That's bad funny, man.
All right, final question.
Yeah.
I just saw a Genius article about the top 100 albums of 2010, 2019. Mm-hmm. Give me your favorite 3 from the last 9 years.
To Pimp a Butterfly.
And then I'm going to grab just one from each of you. Yeah.
To Pimp a Butterfly, Because the Internet, and Tetsuo Youth, Lupe Fiasco.
Give me one album. Weren't you were born in 2010?
2004.
Oh, word, okay.
Damn.
Go ahead.
What?
Me? Acid Rap.
That's a good choice.
That was so big.
Acid Rap's a shit.
That was so big.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be some crazy shit.
No, I'm going to have to go with My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy.
That's what they gave number 1, too.
Yeah, that sound is
that's
like...
a good one, yeah.
It's
unreal. Funny, as much as I was talking about Kanye, I didn't even choose a Kanye album, but like, yeah, that's a good one. That's a good choice, man.
Because the Internet was a dope choice.
Yeah,
Did you go to that tour? Because the Internet?
I didn't.
That was like honestly one of the best concerts I've ever been to. Like, it's so immersive, like it's unreal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I only saw Gambino once when he was at Summer Jam, so that wasn't really like his show, but that's the only time I saw him live. Yeah, I'm a big Gambino fan, bro. You gotta think of one, bro.
Love's Rage 2, maybe.
Yeah! I fuck your bitch in the kitchen. Yeah!
If you cry.
I love Uzi.
Nah, Uzi's the man, bro.
Uzi's hype,
the
bro.
Man, bro. I love his energy, man. Hell yeah.
Anyone gonna ask me, or should I just end the episode?
Sure, go ahead.
What's your favorite?
Yeah, what's your favorite?
My favorite album of all time is Take Care by Drake. Of all time. Just Take Care.
I got Crew Love on there, Doing It Wrong, Marvin's Room. Woo!
I love that.
Oh, that's a vibe. That's a vibe.
I love Blonde by Frank Ocean.
Channel Orange is better.
You think so?
I think so too. Yeah.
Can I tell you something really crazy and messed up?
Go for it.
When I was listening to Channel Orange with juniors in high school, and I kept playing Thinking About You on loop, right? And when I had heard about the song, I was staying at my dad's house in Cambridge. I would never stay at my dad's house, right? I would never sleep over at my dad's house. My parents were split. I'd always stay in Lincoln, and my dad was in Cambridge. The one time I stayed at my dad's house, right, the fucking Boston bombing happened.
Oh, shit.
And so it sucks. And so his neighborhood is right off Mount Auburn Street. And so the FBI came down the street and shut down everything. And so it was such a beautiful song. But now every time I hear it, I think about it. It's fucking whack.
Yeah, man. Damn.
Like, what a beautiful song, you know?
Yeah, bro.
Damn, I think you might have ruined it for me.
Yeah.
now you listen to
It's
now you listen to
terrible.
that, you're just going to think about that. Yeah.
Well, that's 2. I got one more.
Yeah.
I don't know. Can we include mixtapes?
Yeah, I think that's fair. Yeah.
I really like Big Sean's Detroit mixtape.
Ooh, that's a good one, man. Yeah.
I like the Soul Tape, Fabulous Soul Tape, and I like Friday Night Lights by J. Cole.
Yeah, man, those are some good ones, bro. Yeah, that Detroit mixtape is fire, bro.
Have you guys ever met someone who didn't like music?
I've definitely met some people who are like, yeah, I don't really listen to music. And then it's
You
just,
should
it makes
you should
no
call
sense.
the police instantly.
Right?
That's
like some psychopath behavior for sure.
That is some
Yeah.
sociopath shit.
Yeah.
The other day, my hair cutter actually, back to that, said she didn't like reading. So it doesn't matter how long, she just doesn't like the act of reading. I think that's
Like
pretty
reading
sad.
something on a shirt?
She doesn't enjoy reading, and she has kids, and so she's like, they don't want to read. I don't blame them. I'm not going to make them read.
Yo.
That's whack.
Tell them to bump the podcast. Tell them to bump the podcast.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
But she'd have to type it in. She'd have to find it.
Oh, yeah, that'd be tough.
That's wild.
So when she looks at her phone, it's just like symbols to her?
Yeah, like what?
I don't know.
It's like
I mean, she
hieroglyphics.
cuts hair, so I guess there's no reading in that.
She only texts in emojis.
Literally.
I didn't know what to
Cave
say.
writings.
I felt like we were so fundamentally different then. I was like, huh.
That is a little
I don't know how to
weird.
get through the rest.
You know the scene
That's
in American Psycho when he talks about music? Have you guys ever seen American Psycho?
I just saw that
I actually
movie.
almost watched it the other night, but
Oh
no,
my
still
god,
no.
it's incredible.
That's a great movie. Y'all should all watch that. That's a great movie.
I believe you've never seen it?
I don't remember the music part, but
When
the
he's
one
always
I-
talking about the music, he's like,
That's like his
he's
thing
like,
before.
he's like the Peps and the Semisonics. He's like, it's a perfect blend
Yeah.
of cultural differences from the 1950s and the 1960s.
yeah, he talks so eloquent about music. He's like
And,
so like.
and then he pulls out a chainsaw. That's fucking.
Yeah,
The
that's
thing
what
I remember most like vividly is him talking about the business cards.
the business card.
He's like,
that
oh,
was
he's
like,
like, oh.
Yeah, and they're like all basically the same, just the fonts
Yeah.
different, like how the cards.
He's like, oh.
Yeah.
He's like, he had to come through with the eggshell. Oh.
Yeah, that's definitely like the funniest part about that movie. That whole movie's crazy, man. Yeah,
Dope movie, though.
yeah, that's a good one. I saw that one recently. Yeah,
All right, listen. Thank you.
yeah.
I learned
man,
a lot
I'm
today.
Glad to be
No,
on, man.
corporate handshake.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. No, don't dab, yeah.
There we
Corporate
go.
handshake.
Corporate.
Yeah, hell yeah.
It's all about that paper. Corporate handshake.
Yeah, man, for sure.
So, everyone get their questions off?
Well, I want to know what's next for you music-wise. You said you didn't know where your next project was going to be, but if you've already put 2 out this year, is that going to be kind of a schedule that you're
Do one
working
more.
towards? Or are you just going to wait for your next story to tell? Or, like, where's your head music-wise now?
I mean, I definitely am just focused on trying to drop more singles, because that way, when I can drop more singles, I can kind of like do more so of what I want. And like, you know, if I'm feeling a certain way, if like, ooh, I actually want to drop the party record, I'll drop the party record. Like, ooh, I want to drop the super sad record, I can do that. Oh, I want to drop the bedroom record, like a super, like, you know, some lovemaking type shit, I can do that. So like I definitely like want to get in that aspect, and I also want to like just collab with more artists. You know, I might change my mind. I definitely change my mind a lot in terms of like music, so I might end up dropping another 2 EPs next year. But like for now, in my mindset right now, I definitely am focused more so on just like trying to drop the singles.
New visual for the project or what?
Yeah, the next visuals I'm gonna drop is for, I'm not gonna say which song. I'll give you a hint. It's the most streamed song off the project right now.
Wouldn't Wave be the most?
Oh yeah, we already did the video for that. So yeah, we already did a video for Wave. We already did a video for
Let's
Research.
do a remix here.
Yeah, man. I'd love to do a remix for Wave, man, featuring Big Bochi. Oh shit, they wouldn't be ready for that one, man.
And we'll have Big Fresh put the techno twist on it.
Oh, man, a little EDM version, bro.
He's an incredible producer. You guys got to get each other's numbers after this.
Yeah, man. Yo, bro,
Sure, yeah.
we should definitely make an EDM version for Wave. I've been trying to find somebody to do that for a while, actually. Not dead ass, bro. Like making the EDM version for songs definitely helps, bro. Like a lot of times, like some of these super popping songs, they just be taking somebody's original shit and just making an EDM record, and the EDM song becomes more
The
popular.
next tape should just be EDM.
I don't know about that. I like EDM, but I don't want to make the next
What
one.
would your EDM name be? Amir Maximus.
Yeah. Probably a Mizzle.
No, it should be Maximus.
Maximus?
Maximus.
Oh my god, that's intense. I better be doing some like super intense shit.
I would just be Zoch.
Zoch?
Yeah.
Zoch. I fuck with that.
And I
Yeah.
come out with just the deer head on.
Yeah.
No one would ever
bro.
know it's me.
That's your thing, yeah.
What if you guys found out I was actually Marshmallow?
this whole time? I could totally see that,
yeah.
bro. If I heard Marshmallow was Connor, I'd be like, yeah, that makes sense.
Or has Sia ever revealed herself?
I don't know. That's actually a good
I
question.
have no clue.
Yeah.
I always get her and SZA confused just because of the name.
I
Sia,
think
SZA,
I
yeah.
think you can. I think Sia's like out there. Like you can find what she looks like.
Yeah,
It's
no,
just she's never in her videos or something.
Yeah, when it comes to the music, she keeps
Yeah.
the identity on the low.
I think she goes to shit though. Like she goes to shows and stuff.
Because she was a writer for a long time, and then she was like,
I don't know. She's like in her 40s, I think.
Yeah, she's a lot older. Yeah.
Okay, hey, you know how we started the episode?
Yeah.
And listen, this is your platinum hour.
Yeah.
But one thing about the podcast is I no longer, because of marketing reasons, we no longer just call it Amir Maxx's Golden Hour. So this will
Yeah,
have
I saw that. Yeah, you like something about the episode with this person. Yeah, I see that. Yeah, that's definitely a good way to hook people in.
This one will probably be like how to get your biceps big with Amir Maxx.
It's like we don't barely talk about workout shit. Just that the episode that. Yo, can I plug
Or
a couple?
how to get out of handcuffs? Just start rapping.
Yeah, just start rapping
That's
for
what
people. Yeah. Yo, if y'all ever get in handcuffs, man, just spit a 16 and if it's fire, they'll let you out.
I mean, that dude's gonna get let go from the force easily. We should just blast this. Blast this as an Instagram ad just to police officers in the area.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Plug yourself.
Yeah, man. So I don't know when this episode's coming out, but I got a show November 13th at 222.
Sam, when's it coming out? We'll send you the footage.
Do 3 days, 4 days?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. So
We got one dropping
Yeah.
Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
So let's do next Thursday.
Okay.
4 days.
Yeah, well, that's not even like the bigger show. Like the big show I got really right now, it's on Black Friday, November 29th. I'm opening up for Scotty Pope. DJ Dugas on the ones and twos, man. Leeds Entertainment is put it together. I'm gonna be opening up for Scotty Pope, man. That's gonna be a big show. It's at the Middle East upstairs. I think doors open around like 7 o'clock. Definitely come through for that. It's gonna be a real big show, man. I got another show December 28th at the Middle East downstairs with New England Mixtapes, the All-Star Show. That's a Saturday. Make sure y'all pop up for that. Check out Tempah Zone Podcast, man. About to do episode 50 this week. And make sure y'all check out Committed, man.
Let's do our reunion episode. Actually, excuse me. Sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, man. We definitely gotta do a reunion episode, man. Definitely gotta make that happen. I'd definitely love to have you back on.
And let me plug the tape real quick, too.
Yeah, man.
You can frequently tell when someone actually gives something their all.
Yeah.
And so I think when you listen to your tape, you're like, damn, this dude really gave it everything he had, man.
Yeah, bro. I definitely.
He was
committed, bro. I'm committed to the game. You know what's funny? I never say committed on the project. Now that I think about it. But that's no biggie. But yeah, I just think about, damn, I never even said that on the project. But yeah, man, I had to tell the story, and I still got a lot more to say. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't even mention what it was like being in a psych ward. I didn't even like delve into like depression. Like I have save it. I have so much more I have to say on like in my music. So like, I'm we just getting warmed up, bro. We just getting warmed up, man. Definitely have a lot more. And so don't worry, y'all. Like I know a lot of people love my party shit because every time I perform, people like, yo, man, like I do like unreleased shit that's like a party. So like, yo, when's that coming out? Don't worry. I always can do the party shit, but like, the story gotta be told, man. So
okay, ready?
Yeah, bro.
How do we start and finish this? And this is your platinum hour.
Yeah, what's good, y'all? It's Amir Maxx, and that's all facts. And this is my platinum hour. Bang.
And then,
this is Amir Maxx, and that's all facts. And that was my platinum hour.
That was perfectly executed.
Boom!
What a podcast.
Woo!
All right, do you want to hit the audio and then the cameras?